All right, we have arrived at our second and final hotel for this trip, and I thought I'd give you a very quick room tour before I start to unpack everything and before the luggage arrives. We are at the JW Marriott Gold Coast, which is a sort of a stop for Mum and I as we head home. But I thought I'd very quickly just show you the bathroom. It's got a gorgeous bathroom, massive. Bathtub. I didn't get the chance to have a bath at the other ones, so I may have to have a bath while we're here. So that's really pretty. And then just bed's massive. You've got TV, a little seating area, wardrobes obviously in here for all of my unpacking needs. They've got bathrobes and slippers. And nice little seating area. That's lovely. And then we do have ocean views. So the sun has set. It is late. I think it's maybe 4:45-ish or something, but I shall take you outside. So we've got a little balcony here, and then we've got the gorgeous pool area. You can see they've got the lagoon pool here with fish in it that you can kind of snorkel and swim. They've got the gorgeous water fountain, and then they've got a couple of pools at the back, and then over here is the ocean. And so this is open beach, which is why you're sort of noticing that there is actual waves here, whereas when we're at Port Stephens it was completely flat. It's because it was a protected bay. But it's such a gorgeous hotel. Hoping that the weather will be nice tomorrow and we'll be able to go and lie down by the pool. I'll give you a full kind of pool tour tomorrow. And then this here is just the river. So the river kind of goes along and then goes under here and then goes back out to the ocean. So quite the change of pace from Port Stephens, where Port Stephens was almost like this quiet, sort of sleepy beachside villages. The Gold Coast is much more cosmopolitan and a lot busier, which we really noticed on the roads. But that is a very quick room tour. As always, Mum and I very, very gratefully and feel very blessed that we are able to have our own rooms. So Mum's just next door, actually, in the room next to me. We both get a much better night's sleep when we have our own rooms, and we are lucky enough to be able to do that. So I'm hoping that my luggage is going to arrive imminently, and then I'm going to unpack, and then we'll have a bit of a think about what we're going to do for dinner. Good morning. Oh my goodness. We've got a beautiful day starting today. Wow, the pools are looking incredible. So I think I mentioned last night, this one here is the lagoon pool. So there's fish in this one. And I think they do the fish feeding at about 9 o'clock. And you can see it's got all water features, water fountains and things here. So you can kind of see in this corner here, they've got waterfalls in this corner, and then this is obviously all of your coral, like of it man-made coral and that for the fish. And there's more over there. They've got your little bridge. They've got beaches. So there's all sand here with the deck chairs. And then if you walk across the little bridge, you can see there's like a pool at the back that goes through, and then there's another pool that kind of goes through there. It's a really gorgeous area. So hopefully we'll have some time today to go and sit out by the pool, enjoy the sunshine. And then just behind there, you've got the river. And then we've just got the ocean view. As I mentioned last night, it's open ocean here. So it is definitely a lot rougher than what we had at Port Stephens. And I mean, you can already see all the high rises in that. Very, very different vibe to Port Stephens. Much more, I don't know what I would say, cosmopolitan. Yeah, very different to Port Stephens. Port Stephens was still very much a sort of small, sleepy beachside community, whereas Surfers Paradise here is definitely built up. Rightio, I didn't speak to you again. I don't think I did anyway after we got here yesterday. We basically just unpacked and then ordered some room service for dinner. We had pasta. So it was nothing too crazy. But I'm just going to head in now and get ready for the day, and then we will head down and have breakfast. This is actually our second time staying at this hotel, so I know for a fact they have quite an incredible buffet breakfast here. It's quite similar to Port Stephens actually, at the Anchorage there, the Anchorage Hotel and Spa, where you would have seen in the last videos. But I'm very excited about breakfast. I'm definitely a breakfast person. Alrighty, we are up, we are dressed, and we are heading down for breakfast. We're just waiting for the elevator, or the elevator to lift. And they've got this view from the other side. The ocean is that way. But we've got the river here. You can see clearly that it's quite a built-up area here at Surfers Paradise. Alrighty, to breakfast. So we've arrived at breakfast. I have my green tea. They have green tea with jasmine. They do freshly squeezed juice here as well, so I've done a bit of a mix. Mum has her breakfast and a coffee. She forgot her coffee cup in the room. But I've just ordered an omelette for my breakfast for the table, but I thought while I'm waiting I might take you up and show you the buffet, because it's quite an impressive buffet. So you've got all of your little sweet treats here. And then they've got donut selection. And then all of the fruits. How incredible do the fruits look? I will be coming back for the pineapple and the orange, and they have kiwi fruit. I feel like I might take a banana with me. And then I'm a gluten-free girly, as you all know. This is their gluten-free section. They've got guacamole, which I am obsessed with. And they have gluten-free danishes. They've got corn chips. They've got little baby croissants, bread. That is the sort of honey and cereal section. You've got like sun-dried tomato, all your antipasti bits and pieces. Oh, lemon for my tea. I might grab some of that lemon. All antipasti bits and pieces, cheeses. And then you've got your bacon, your sausages, 2 different types of sausages. Your scrambled eggs, which is what Mum got. You've got fried eggs. Oh, you've got prawn dim sum. Oh, that looks cute. Mum will be having that, I'm sure. And then you've got like noodles and things. There is the like yogurt selection, like all your chia puddings, like the yogurt with strawberries looks incredible. Oh, there's ice creams here. Got noodles, steamed rice, ratatouille vegetables, crispy potatoes. I'm going to be having some of those. Hash browns, pancakes, and then they have like your toppings for your pancakes. Little gummy bears and milk bottles. How exciting. So breakfast is finished. It was delicious as always. I thought I'd just very quickly show you around the lobby a little bit. So there's sort of a champagne bar, I believe, here, and they also do high tea. And then out there, which we'll go out later, is the pool area, which you've seen from my balcony. And then this is sort of the lobby. So that is the entry down there, and you've got reception just in here. They've got these massive fans that just really slowly sway and circulate the air. But it's a gorgeous hotel. So back up at the room, freshening up. And then we're thinking, while we've got beautiful blue skies, we might actually head down by the pool for maybe a couple of hours, read, get a little bit of sunshine, just before it gets too busy. And then I'm debating about whether I want to go to the gym for a bit. I think maybe we'll see how we go for time, because I really want to go to Pacific Fair Shopping Centre today before it gets busy on a weekend day. So we will also try and do that today. I want to do Pacific Fair while we're here, which is just like a normal, really large shopping centre. But I also want to do the outlet mall. There's like an outlet shopping centre not too far from here. So we might do that on a different day. And in between all of that, relax by the pool, get some gorgeous sunshine. So I thought I'd very quickly show you this dress I'm going to wear down by the pool. This is the new dress that I purchased when we were in Nelson's Bay. It is the Dolce & Gabbana inspired print. I'll give you a quick close-up, but I just thought I'd show you. It's nice and long, super comfortable. I've got my swimsuit under here. I've also got like a little bit of a cover-up and my hat, and I've got a book, just so we can go and spend a few hours down by the pool. But yeah, I'll give you a close-up. So I'm obviously in the dress, but the print is beautiful. It's like a really Italian, gorgeous, ornate print with all the florals, all of that beautiful sort of Italian inspired artwork. There's so much happening on this dress. It is just exceptional. The colors are definitely my color palette, those sort of darker tones. Anywho, I'm sure Mum is waiting, so let's head down. As I said, hat, I've got my book, all ready to go. So we are down by the pool. We've positioned ourselves well, and I don't know if you can see like all these people here. So all of these people are waiting because in this pool there are fish, like actual live fish. It's a saltwater pool, and at 9:30 in the morning the gentleman comes and he feeds the fish. So everyone is here about to watch him feed all the fish. I think you can like help feed the fish or whatever, but from memory the last time we were here, he feeds them a little bit over here, and then he sort of takes them across, the fish know, and then he goes over to the bridge here and feeds them on here, because you can, I don't know if you can, I'll take you for a little walk around at some point, but it's a very nice pool area here. You've got the waterfall, beautiful clear water, and so we're just in like a little sandy section here, and just, yeah, gonna spend a couple of hours here enjoying the sun, relaxing a little bit. So hopefully you can kind of see the guy just here on the edge is throwing the food out. And there's just all little fishies there. I'll walk down and show you like the coral. So you can kind of see. Can you see? They've created like, not so much coral as seaweed, I guess. Like a little sort of seaweed area with rocks and that so the fish can hide. It's a really nice pool here. And at the moment they've got the igloos out where you can have like dinner under the stars in the igloos. So I've lay out in the sun for a little bit, got my early morning vitamin D, and we've just been sort of sitting, and I've been reading this hard copy book for a little while. I've sort of been reading a lot of ebooks lately, but this is my vacation book of choice. I did bring the iPad down for ebook reading, so yeah, everyone in this bank is a thief. I've read Benjamin Stephen books, quite a number of them now. They're their Ernest Cunningham mystery novels. They're really good. It started off really good as well. So yeah, I'm just chilled by the pool, reading my book, enjoying beautiful blue skies that we've got today. We brought the sunshine with us. Apparently, when I was checking in yesterday, they were saying, oh, you know, what were we doing here? And I said, oh, really keen to just, you know, lie by the pool and relax. And the girl at reception was just saying, oh, it's been raining for like the last week. It's been like so much rain. And I was like, oh, well, you know, hopefully. And look at this, guys. So very nice. Anywho, I'm going to go back to my book. And we have decided that we probably are going to do the outlets today. I think we were thinking pack fair, but what happens if we get a really good bargain of something at the outlet? We'll be second guessing ourselves at pack fair. So we might, as I said, do the outlets today and then maybe Pacific Fair tomorrow. All right, back up to the room. We're both just getting a little bit refreshed. I've put on this gorgeous cherry Mayoki wrap dress. So it's like a wrap and it's got like a really pretty slip underneath. Very comfortable, nice and easy to wear. And I'm going to ring down for the car, and as I said, we're going to head to the Harbour Town outlet. There's just this like Ralph Lauren, there's, you know, Coach, Oriton, there's heaps of gorgeous brands there, and everyone kind of has their sales at the moment for end of financial year. So hopefully we'll be able to pick up a little bit of a bargain. But I'm going to quickly race around, grab my last little bits and bobs, and then we're going to head off. And just while I'm waiting for Mum, now that the sun is fully out, I thought I would just show you. So we were sitting just in here. But the pool area at this hotel is so incredible. And then this is basically the view from my hotel room. The sunrise this morning was a bit bright and wild, so I don't know if you actually could sort of make out the ocean there, but that is the ocean. So we've arrived at the sort of outlet centre. There's Polo, like Ralph Lauren Polo, there's Camilla, Oriton, we've got Coach over there, Michael Kors. There's quite a few nice brands here. So we're just gonna have a little wander and just see. Sometimes you can get good bargains, and sometimes it's just, yeah, not the one. So we'll see how we go today. goodness, can you see the rain? See like how it's quite misty here? That is rain coming this way. So clearly we are back at the hotel. It's about, I think it's maybe about 4:30 now. We actually didn't buy that much. I bought a pair of track pants and just like a zipper hoodie thing and 2 shirts, basically all for the gym. I just need all new gym stuff. I need to refresh everything. So that's all we bought. But speaking of the gym, I'm actually going to head to the gym now for a little bit just to get a bit of a workout in. I'm one of those people who works out when they're away. And the reason I do that is because I have hypermobility in my joints. And if I don't maintain some sort of workout regimen, I find I get so much pain in my lower back and in my joints and that, whereas working out with weights and that, regularly just helps to keep everything sort of connected and sort of firm, so everything's sort of held together. So I'm going to get changed now and let's head to the gym. Let's check out the gym. I'll bring you along with me so that you can see what the gym at the JW Marriott Gold Coast looks like. Well, good morning. They are doing floating Pilates in the pool. That would be so difficult, because I'm guessing that is like an inflatable mat, like an inflatable rubber pool float almost, and they're doing Pilates on top of it. Oh my gosh, it'd be so difficult to balance on. Goodness me. Anywho, it is about 7, maybe 7:15 this morning at this time. And it is time for breakfast. I have to say, I think this hotel has one of the best breakfasts. The breakfast at Port Stephens at the Anchorage was very, very good. But this is quite exceptional. We've got a little paddleboarder out there on the river. Can you see him? Huh? All right, I am going to get in. It's literally just woken up. I just woke up and I could hear this sound, and I didn't know what it was, but it was the Pilates people that I could hear. So I'm going to head in now and go and get ready, and then we're going to head down for another delicious breakfast, and we will see what today brings. So they specially make me a little omelette, and today they're also doing me gluten-free pancakes. And they have very, very kindly made me my own little batch of gluten and nut-free pancakes. No one has ever done that before. That is so kind. I've got tea, I've got little gluten-free Danishes. So we have had breakfast and we're just out now by the pool. Gonna get a little bit of morning sun. And then I think maybe we're going to head to Pacific Fair Shopping Centre today. It's still gorgeous day. Gosh, the breakfast here. If you're not a breakfast person, you may not understand, but I'm definitely a breakfast person. And it is exceptional, absolutely exceptional. And we've had this waitress for the last couple of days, and I won't say her name because I don't want to, yeah. But anyway, she has just been incredible, and she obviously realised I have a gluten and nut allergy, and so she very, very kindly today offered if I wanted the chef to make me pancakes special. Nobody has ever offered that in like, I mean, I've nut allergy I've had for forever, but like the gluten allergy has been a good 10, 15 years now, and I've never eaten pancakes out. So anyway, that was very nice and very special to me, and I really appreciated it. But we are, as I said, out here by the pool, going to get some sun. Rightio, sun has been had. I've moved into the shade, and I think I'm just going to read for a little while. It's so nice at this time of year because it's completely off season, but the temperature's still, I think we've got 23 today, which is basically our winter temperatures here. But yeah, it's off season, so you can kind of tell there's not a lot of people around, which is really nice to just relax by the pool and enjoy a gorgeous sunny day. Alright, back from the beach. I've got the green and gold Sasha Drake dress on that I absolutely love, with the nice sort of floaty sleeves. So the intention was to go to Pack Fair, but I think Mum wants to head to, there's a store that she loves, Bird's Nest. It's sort of a collective, I suppose, of lots of different designers, and they actually have a storefront not too far from here. So I think we're going to head there first because they're not open on Sundays, which is tomorrow. Today is Saturday. And we are actually here tomorrow. We leave on Monday. So tomorrow is our sort of last full day. So we're going to head to Bird's Nest first, have a little shop around there, see if Mum can find anything. And then if we've got time, we'll head to Pack Fair. But if we don't have time today, we'll go to Pacific. I keep saying Pack Fair, apologies. Pack Fair is the shortened of Pacific Fair Shopping Centre. So if we've got time after Bird's Nest, we will head to Pacific Fair Shopping Centre. If not, we'll go tomorrow. So we'll just kind of play it by ear, see how the day goes. I think it's maybe like 11:30 or something now. We've had a couple of gorgeous hours down by the pool. It's just so relaxing at this time of year when it's not absolutely jam-packed. Anywho, let's get going. Sorry, I'm terrible with the camera. I find it difficult to look and hold the camera at the right angle. Anyway, just admiring all their indoor plants. We're just waiting on our car. So we're sitting in the lobby. How gorgeous is that? Yeah. And these marble trays, it's not coming through on camera, but there's like green veining on them. Gorgeous. They've got some really nice interiors here. Like, look at these pillars. And that's like the fans, remember I was telling you about yesterday? They just sort of go in, that they create like a bit of airflow. They're really nice. I know. Yeah, they've got really pretty indoor plants everywhere. Gosh. Rightio. So there was nothing at Bird's Nest. It was all very heavy winter, and we do not need that where we live. It doesn't get that cold. So we have come to Pacific Fair Shopping Centre. We've parked the car and we're now just hunting around for the entryway to the shopping centre. And we're going to have a good little mooch around and see what they have. As I said, when we went to the harbour town, like the outlets, it's end of financial year sales, so we might be able to pick up some good bargains here. Okay, so just gonna start having a little look around. They've got pretty much everything. They've got Origin, which is like the handbag I have. They've got Celine, Bulgari. There is also a second level that we'll have to investigate as well. Versace. got some really gorgeous outdoor green spaces here, but next we're going to head into Seed. We just went to Victoria's Secret. There was sort of nothing there for me today, so Seed it is. There was a possible option for summer in Seed, but we're just going to head into Zara now and see what they've got in store. How cute is this for like a guest room? You could like put the water and it's like Lily of the Valley, and then it comes with a little matching drinking glass. That is so pretty. And then that's nice. And then look at this. You could use it as a vase, but it's like a gorgeous ginger jar. I love that. What did you see, Mum? Oh yeah, that's like a much more like autumnal colours. That, and I'm intrigued by this. These are drawer liners for your drawers. I know it's super old-fashioned, but I actually think it would be really cool. These are lavender and vanilla. If the camera would focus. There we go. How nice would that be, like in your underwear drawer or something? Just to sort of put them in there. I do like the idea of that. Alright, we have finished shopping. Mum got some pajamas and I ended up getting that navy cotton like sort of tracksuit set from Country Road. I think I showed it to you. It was really nice and super comfy. And then we've just come to Grilled to get an early dinner before we head back to the hotel. A gluten-free burger is always so good and the chips are incredible here. Well, we have left the hotel and I don't know if it's coming through, but it is rainy and very, very cloudy and cozy weather. Much different from what we had this morning when we went into the shopping centre. Just straight through. Sorry, I'm just navigating. But yes, we're going to head back to the hotel now. We have had dinner. Basically just going to go back, get all cozy, probably watch something on the TV. We've got little snackies for dessert. And that is going to be us for today. But it was a very good day. Can't believe we managed to get sun this morning in this now weather. Oh, home sweet home. I'm dying for some water. It has been such a good day. Mum and I have had the best time. Oh, it all looks so pretty. Let's go out and have a look at all the lights, shall we? Well, Valet was packed when we got there, but it looks like it's... Oh, can I open this door? There we go. It looks like the rain has passed now. Oh, wow. How pretty does that look? As someone who lives in like the coastal countryside, we just don't get the... It's quite like a novelty for me to see like the high rises and all like the lights. It's quite magical. Everyone's boats are on the river. Pools are looking lovely, all lit up. Still got the water fountains on. I wonder if anyone's in the igloos. So if that there is those igloos that you can see from the pool. So Mum and I normally sort of sit here and the igloos are just in here, these two. I wonder if anyone's actually sitting in there. Alright, I'm going to go and have a shower and kind of freshen up, and then I think what I might do is Mum and I have got some little treats and I've got tea in that, so I might pop next door to Mum and we might sort of just have a bit of dessert together, maybe watch something on TV for a little bit, and then I think I'm going to come back and have a bath. I haven't had the opportunity to have a bath so far since I've been here, so I think that is what I'm going to do. Rightio, I am back in the room. We have had tea and we've had dessert. I have made myself a gorgeous bath. So I'm just going to soak in the hot water for a little bit while I read my book, and then I'm going to call it a night. So I will see you in the morning. Another glorious morning. So it is Sunday morning. We've had a little bit of a lie-in this morning for Sunday. So we're a little bit later than we were yesterday, but I am dressed, and I'm dressed in this gorgeous, hopefully you can kind of make out some of the details. This is old Forever New, I think. And it's basically just this very pretty kind of Italian print. I just love it. I think it just suits where we are, very sort of beachy, coastal vibes. I think it's lovely. So I'm gonna grab my bag, grab Mum, and we're gonna head down and have delicious Sunday morning breakfast. Sort of sit up in like a little bit of water and these plastic containers. What a cool idea. And then they've got them under like grow lights. Yeah. Green space grow lights, red cabbage. I really need to try and find a way to grow microgreens at home safely. Maybe that's a project that we'll do together. So we are in our usual spot here, down by the pool. We're a little bit later, so it's a bit busier today. And I thought what I might do before I get all comfy and get my book out is take you for a little walk around the pool area just to kind of show you the layout. It's got a really nice pool area here. So this one here in front of us where we normally sit is the saltwater lagoon. So obviously, as the name, it's a saltwater pool, and that's where they have the live fish. I will say there are not hundreds and hundreds of fish. For the most part, they seem to, like the fish seem to kind of congregate down here, like near the waterfalls and that, and kind of hide in there, which is completely understandable with everyone swimming around and snorkeling in here. They sort of like to keep themselves hidden. But you do occasionally sort of see little flashes if like schools of fish kind of swim across. And then, yeah, so maybe we'll go for a little wander and I will show you the layout. Little ibis bird, can you see? Picking up the little scraps. That's so funny. So we're following the ibis. Oh, he's having a drink. Now they've got at the stairs, because there's all sand here, on these front steps, this is water for you to wash your feet in, basically, so you don't track sand everywhere. They've got like, it's not open at the moment, but they've got like a little Gulf Stream here that does coffee. And then this is the bridge. So in the morning, the gentleman sort of feeds the fish over that area, but he also comes down here and feeds the fish as well. You can see a little fish there. Can you see it? Can you see the little blue? See it? It's like a little dory fish. Can you see him swimming around? But you can rent snorkel equipment here. There's a little yellow fish there. And you could like sort of snorkel in the saltwater lagoon and like see all the fish. So there's one just out. Gosh, the sunlight is not helping with the visibility of fish, particularly on camera. It's much easier in person. Can you see the blue and the yellow, or the purpley blue yellow? So pretty. Can you see there's two? There's sort of one, oh there's three. Three little purpley blue fish. Can you see the two at the top? Aww. And then they've got a little sort of restaurant here, the pool bar, where you can get drinks and snacks to have by the pool. And then I will quickly pan across. You've got a pool here with all of your deck chairs. You've got a spa in here. You've got all of this sort of waterway here, all of these pools. With all of the bridges. I'm just trying to be careful how I'm filming. I don't want to get a lot of people while there. And then there's another pool just through here. And then just here is the slide. You can see the little exit of the slide. And then you kind of go up here through the rocks up to the top. You can see the little hut up there, and then you get the slide all the way down into this pool. So it's quite cool. And they have all these really cool like rock formations and that in all the pools. And then if we head back this way, you can kind of see there's another little cave rock formation here. So we'll walk through there. And then you can see, so that's the saltwater lagoon there. And then that is, you can just see someone pop out there. So that's the slide there. So it's got some really beautiful kind of pool areas here. And then we'll walk through here. And so this is, as you can no doubt hear, a lot of the waterfalls. And then down this way, in a weird twist, is like all the bathrooms, locker rooms down there. And then obviously there is, we can probably go down. There's another little exit this way. It's really cool how they've done it. Obviously all of this is just man-made. So there's like your bathrooms. Bathrooms are down there. And then this kind of takes you out where we saw the other sort of rock. And you can kind of see there's like the pool and that here, but it's all under cover. So that's that side. But I am all set up on the other side where the saltwater lagoon is. So let's head back that way. It's a really cool design. Definitely one of my favorite kind of pool areas. And then they've just got so many gorgeous waterfalls, and so you get that sort of tranquil sound of that rushing water all the time while you're chilled out by the pool. And so we've got another waterfall here. That's the top of a waterfall. We've got more waterfalls here. And then if I turn a little bit, so this is sort of quite a deep water area, and that's where a lot of the fish tend to congregate. And then you can see this waterfall. So that's the waterfall. We were inside. We were looking at that from behind when we were walking through the tunnel. That's here. And so that is where we just popped out of. Yeah, it's such a gorgeous pool area. That's the bridge before where we were looking at the fish, the blue fish. That's there. So many gorgeous waterfalls, so well maintained. The gardens are really nice. You can see all bees. These must be really great for pollinators because they're covered in bees. And then that's where you sort of come in. This is where you have breakfast in the morning. But you can see like even like the entryway here. They've got these gorgeous water features and waterfalls. You can have like sundowners up here. You can have lunch all up through here. And you can see, so that's like the ibis birds. That's the one we saw earlier that we were following up the steps. Finding Nemo, they're like the clownfish. They've got quite a few in the water here. And look at all the butterflies. So nice. They've got these chairs up here. You've got a couple of ibises here. So there's one just here, and then there's one just behind these chairs. You'll see him in a moment. Just picking up all like the little grubs and such. You can see that one over there. How gorgeous are these flowers? Aren't they pretty? They're like a bird of paradise. Because hopefully you kind of get the visual. They kind of look like a bird. Alright, I'm gonna head back down by the pool, get all situated, and maybe read my book for a couple of hours. So today we've got a full day just here at the hotel, completely relaxing, which is really nice. Mum's back in her room having a bit of a nap, and I think I'm actually going to give myself a bit of a manicure. My nails have gotten much too long on this vacation, and they get to that point where they're just too long and they end up getting caught, or I chip one of them or something, and then they're all uneven. So I think I'm going to give myself a very quick manicure, and then I might head out to the gym. It's about 1:30, 2 o'clock I think now. So by the time I do the manicure, I might listen to an audiobook while I'm doing that. Maybe head to the gym at like 2:33. I'll be there for about an hour. Come back. It is hair wash and all of that today. So come back, wash my hair, all, exfoliate, shave. And then it will no doubt hopefully we'll have a little bit of time this afternoon to just chill, have a bit of a rest, read, and then it'll be time for dinner. Gosh, it's such a beautiful pool. Rightio, I am dressed and ready for the gym. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not feeling it at all, but I know once I get in there, I'm sure I will feel much better. So let's get in. and get a workout in, given tomorrow is probably going to be just a travel day. All right, workout is done. I also took the opportunity to start repacking my suitcase. Ooh, it is clouded over this afternoon. So pleased I got sun this morning. Well, I'm gonna go have a shower now. Oh my gosh, the gym was packed. It is why I didn't show you very much. There were so many people in there. It was crazy. I have to say, I definitely don't miss that about going to like a gym, like having a gym membership and going to a gym when it's packed and you can't get on the equipment that you want for your own routine. I'm most grateful to have my own home gym. I don't know if I've ever shown you the gym in my house. Maybe one day we'll have to do that. I'll do a bit of a home gym tour. Gonna have a shower, get all freshened up, wash my hair, and then probably just pack the last little bits and bobs that I can for tomorrow, because it's always bittersweet, isn't it? Going on holidays is so incredible and it's so much fun, and I'm always so grateful to be able to do this, to be able to go on holidays and see all these beautiful, amazing places. And so it's always a little bittersweet, you know, you're always a bit sad that the holiday's over. But I am also really excited to get back to my little cottage. I cannot wait to see what the garden is like. I've been kind of keeping an eye on the weather over the last, week or two while we've been away. And we've definitely been getting showers, which is brilliant. So hopefully that has been enough to kind of keep everything watered and happy while I've been away. And then of course, when I get back, I will have to give you a bit of a cottage garden update so you can also see how it went. We'll head out there together and have a little look around and just see how everything is doing. And then very, very quickly after I get back, I've actually got a little furry visitor coming and staying for a couple of weeks with me. So I will introduce you to her, and that's just going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, definitely excited to be going home. I've just had, Mum and I were saying earlier when we were by the pool, we've just had the best time, the absolute best time. So amazing, just seen some really beautiful things, beautiful places. It's been great to have that downtime, but yeah, excited to get back to my home as well. So anyway, I'll no doubt chat to you again a little bit later on. Good morning. Sun is just starting to come up. And I'm pretty much just getting ready now to head down and have some breakfast. While I'm doing that, I'm grabbing my last little bits and bobs to put into my case because we are heading home today. But before that, we have our final absolutely exceptional breakfast down at the buffet. So I'm very excited about that. And then we'll be heading home. I cannot believe how quickly this time has gone. Mum and I, as I said, have had the most incredible time. It has been truly wonderful. We even just enjoyed Port Stephens so much. I'd never been before. I will definitely be going back. It was incredible there. Such a gorgeous, slow pace. So many sort of just sleepy coastal towns. The beaches were really lovely. And it was nice to just kind of, I live obviously right near the beach, but it was really nice to get out of my own environment and explore somewhere new. And oh my God, and we saw the whales, and that was just incredible. And then coming here to kind of break up the really long drive home from Port Stephens was such a great thing to do. I think if I ever went back to Port Stephens, I wonder if I would stop here on the way down and on the way back. It'd just break up both sort of trips a little bit, and obviously I love this hotel so much, so it could be nice to do like 2 nights on the way down and then 2 nights on the way back potentially. Anyway, that is planning for another time. But I'm just going to head in and I'm going to grab the last little bits and pieces, and then I'm going to meet Mum and we're going to head down for the last breakfast, and then we're going to just be basically driving home. So I think I'm going to leave this vlog here. I truly hope you have enjoyed obviously spending this video with me, but also last week's video with me when we were in Port Stephens. That was really magical. And if you have been enjoying the vlogs, I would absolutely love it if you subscribed and kind of just joined the little family here. I put a video up each week and it's basically just me sharing my life with you. I do a lot of gardening. I live in the coastal countryside. It's just a very slow, I try and live quite a slow, calm life. I tend to get a bit busy, so in as much downtime as possible I try and just be really chilled and just really try and enjoy those little luxuries in life, books and reading and cups of tea and cooking and all of those wonderful things. But anywho, I'm going to say goodbye to you now, and I'm going to see you when we get home. I thought what we might do is once we get home I might actually pick up the camera again straight away, and we might have a little wander around the cottage garden together and just see how it's doing. Obviously after so long away, I imagine that there'll be a fair amount of sort of TLC that is going to be required, and I'm just really curious to see how everything went. As I said, I'm pretty sure we got rain a number of the days we were away, so hopefully that has kept everything looking really healthy. But I thought we'd do that together. So when I get home, I will pick up the camera again and I'll film that little segment where we'll walk around together, let's explore, let's make a bit of a list of all the things that we need to do in the garden. And then I might just film over the next couple of days, but you'll see that next Wednesday. So I hope you'll join me for that. Kind of getting back to the cottage, walking around the garden. I did sort of hint earlier, I've got a little fluffy friend coming, so I'll introduce you to her. And yeah, anyway, I will see you next Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.